Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends. We are here at Presentation College Past Students Association room where we have our first interview for What South Say YouTube page. I am Alan Thorne of Thorne Productions of What South Say on Facebook, formerly of whatsouthsay.com website, and something that I hope to bring back in the future. This evening we are here to interview at Presentation College San Fernando grounds and PSA room Mr. Stephen SAMLALSINGH and Mr. Anthony BISNATH, President and Public Relations Officer of the Presentation College San Fernando Past Students Association, and to give us some information on the day's activities and their plans and presentations for 2014 to 2015. Mr. SAMLALSINGH, can you kindly tell me about the preparations for the reunion, what you expect and what you expect in the future as your next year as President of the Past Students Association?
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks, Michael. The only person who's been longer in this business than me is probably Michael. I'm very happy to see you here today again. This is our, in terms of reunion, this is probably our 15th reunion, but it's our 6th of this size. Today we have our normal activities, which is the cook-off, the football team, the viewing of the World Cup in the auditorium, drafts, table tennis. More importantly, there's no cover charge. We ask for patronizing lunches for the scouts and the bar for the football team, the past students football team. All of it comes back to the college basically. Sixth formers are selling food for their snacks for the graduates this year. And basically it's an idea to get, we've never wanted to make money from this for the school. This is about camaraderie, it's about guys getting together. Some of it is a bit of networking, a lot of it is a lot of guys getting together and just picking up from where they left off 20 years ago.
Well, one of the things I've realized as being someone who's come frequently but just wasn't here for the last 2 years is that the brotherhood seems to be very strong, and I've noticed that also today by the way how the young and older gentlemen just talking and communicating with each other and relating stories of themselves and what they do and their interests, which is very valuable, exciting and interesting. How do you feel as a parent as well of a student for Presentation College and having 3 boys and also being a past student of the college as well and being in this position?
Well, actually, that's a nice point to bring up there, Michael. What we're seeing here is generations. We're seeing grandparents, parents, sons coming to the event. I saw that outside just now. A grandfather, father and son walking into the event, and they're all old boys. So 64, 66 years old, we are seeing generations passing through to the Past Student Association reunion. It bodes well, and I think one of the strengths of our association, which I want to think is one of the better ones in the country, if not the Caribbean, it's because of the ties that bind. We have, I mean, I was a young old boy a few years ago. I'm an old boy, and then we have Anthony here, who's taken the mantle with regard to using the new forms of communication to get the message across. So you find that this thing is not going to die. You're going to see just now great grandfathers, fathers and sons coming in.
Well, I'm pretty proud to say that I too am a father of a student in Form 1E, and he's also Alan Thorne, and I'm proud as a father and also as a representative, as a photographer for the Past Students Association. And I thank you for gracing me with your presence and allowing me to have this opportunity today. We go now to the Public Relations Officer and the party man of the Past Students Association, and he's also a health fanatic. You know, he has done very well over the years in his field. He's good with the ladies, I have noticed on the Facebook round. But one of the things that I admire about Mr. BISNATH, he has put everything that he's into Presentation College and also the Past Students Association. He has also been at all events that the college has had, and one of the major events that took place early in the year was the Memorial Mass for Akil Adams and Mr. Ram Rickersing, which was a very important and special and a loss for us Presmen, having 2 valuable young past students, one past student and a present student that passed from the college in the last few months. Anthony, how do you feel about your role as Public Relations Officer of the Past Students Association, being a past student, being a businessman and being involved in finance, and I know you're spending a lot of money to promote prayers. Look at these t-shirts, look at the posts that you have on Facebook. How do you feel about your role, and what do you think will and can happen in the future? And
thanks for the introduction, Michael. First off, it is always a pleasure and an honor to be asked to serve in any capacity with the alma mater. So I would like to thank some of the younger old boys for inviting me back, because for a lot of the younger old boys, the younger alumni, there was always this feel that the Past Students Association was just a group of old boys. When I say old boys, literally old boys who got together and had a few drinks and chatted, and not much was being done. When you're on the other side of the fence, you start to see how much work is actually being done and the huge impact that it has on the college. And being part of that is not only an honor, but it also carries with it a lot of responsibility as well. So you see that responsibility being portrayed via the new means of communications, which is social media. So we've essentially migrated from the email database, which we still have, but we need to clean up a little bit to get that message out. And now we're using primarily social media, whether it's the Facebook platform, the Twitter platforms, and even the Instagram platforms, to get our messages out there. We keep relying on that now. We're pushing that a little more. It's a little easier to manage. And the audience has grown a lot. Whereas we had a database on email of about 1,700 emails, a lot of them being expired, we now have about 2,000 contacts in social media, and that's just on one platform. When you look at all the other platforms we have, we're able not only to reach out and get our message out there to our old boys, but to the general public as well. Because a lot of what we do here not only impacts Presentation College, but it impacts San Fernando, and even trying to be...
Well, one of the greatest accomplishments of this Past Students Association, of course, we will all agree, is Prestige. What is your experience of Prestige over the years, and how do you see Prestige Impressive that takes place January 25th, 2015?
I think Prestige has exceeded most of our wildest expectations in terms of how quickly it got to where it got to. Now, we always knew we had a great product. We always knew we had, in terms of performances, in terms of the wider entertainment, in terms of the layout, the ambience that we have here at the college, and everything to put together an all-inclusive package. We knew we had a great product. We also knew that we had a lot of competition, especially in shorter carnival seasons. So it took a lot of guys with no major expertise in any one department coming together and all working towards this singular goal of selling out this event. That's what we wanted to do first, right? And year one, everybody, with any other event, you always have your challenges, and we were able to overcome those challenges in year one. And year two and onwards, it has grown tremendously to the point where I would say that we're sold out for 2015 already.
Well, I'm proud, and congratulations to the organizing committee, all the members of media, all the business enterprises that have support not only Prestige but all the other events that the past students are involved in for Presentation College San Fernando and the school itself. The Presentation College past students has a lot of memorabilia, as we call it, that is available at the college. Caribbean recollections, t-shirts, Presentation College tie, and actually a magazine that they launched for the reunion 2014. I would call it a wonderful glossy newsletter. But nevertheless, our Public Relations Officer, Anthony BISNATH, will give us some more information on the products that they have available to assist in raising funds for the College and Past Students Association, and also to tell us more about the events that will be happening in the future.
Well, Michael, the latest publication we have is a publication called The Coverway. And The Coverway is the official Past Students Association newsletter that details everything that the PSA has done over the last year. And we actually been extending that a little longer than that. And it also gives an idea of some of the accomplishments of the current students at the college, and features articles from a past principal. It has articles based on the leadership factory that we've been producing here at Presentation College, as well as the accomplishments laid out by Prestige and the PSA. In terms of the paraphernalia, we have ties, which goes across all different generations. We have a great publication, Caribbean Recollections, which was written by an old brother and has been publicized. It's in Alice. It's been circulated. We have both soft copy and hard copy. And then everybody's favorites, we have the t-shirts. We have several different designs. The most popular one being play on Keep Calm and Carry On, which is Keep Calm and Represent. And this one sold out in minutes last year, and we've been begged this year to carry it on a little longer. So here we go, second edition of Keep Calm and Represent.
And tell me a little bit more about the importance of the presentation tie. How is that going, and what is the feedback like by the Presentation College family, as we would like to say?
Well, the nice thing with Presma is Presma always likes something to hold on to and to show anywhere they go in the world that they went to Pres. No matter where you are, there's that affinity and love and loyalty towards the alma mater. And this tie has been all over the world. This tie has actually ended up in The Hague on Justice Lucky, who at no point in time is any time bashful to boast that this tie was given to him by the PSA and he wears it proudly everywhere he is. So we've had presidents wear it, we've had judges wear it, we have students wearing it, we have past students wearing it, and we have people from all different levels of society in Trinidad and Tobago wearing this college tie.
Well, I look forward to having a photo taken of you wearing it in the near future. So, since we haven't had that opportunity and chance as yet,
well, we're going to have that opportunity and chance with some of the events that we have coming up. Actually, next weekend, Presentation College Past Students Association will be part of the Valtutor College Foundation Annual Awards and Dinner. So you will see the tie on display there at several of the Past Students Association members, as well as in November of this year, when we have the Brother Jerome Foundation Past Student of the Year Award. So the Past Student of the Year Award, you're going to see a lot of pressmen wearing a tie at that point in time.
I was very proud, even though I wasn't able to attend the dinner last year, but to see the interview Mr. Joel Edwards and President Kamono on YouTube actually, and I actually have that video on my archive, and I'm really proud of that as a parent and past student of Fred San Fernando. Mr. SAMLALSINGH, what else can you tell me about future plans, or I would say the plans specifically of what the proceeds of Prestige is or going to be into, and if you have made any contributions as yet? For example, I know in the past there were donations given to certain charities, and also contributions given specifically to the school. But I'm of the view, maybe, that, you know, Prestige got a little bigger, you know, so probably, hopefully the proceeds will probably go a little bit more, you know, maybe. So who are some of the beneficiaries, and what are the plans for 2014 to 2015 by the Past Students Association?
I'm glad you asked that, because one of our main reasons for making the magazine obviously is to share the PSA. The PSA team has been a very humble team. I can't start to call names. They're a really great group of guys that have supported the school. Over the last 5 to 6 years, we've done a lot of work. A lot of the money so far from Prestige has gone towards financing some of the school business. So you'll find in the first couple of years, a lot of the proceeds went into paying some of the bills that we call it. What we have done this year is set up just 3 projects. And the projects we have lined up range from air conditioning the school. Well, any presbyter with his salt will know that the college students are always a bit of a mess. That's always a challenge in the meal school. We actually, in conjunction with the parents' council, and refurbish it to towards the first-class standards. The children now are very comfortable going to the washrooms to use it. All the washrooms are fully refurbished and modernized. That's a big project. It sounds like a simple thing, but it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars in that. The conditioning school is another large bill. We really feel the water system in the school. We recently purchased a photocopier for the library. which is a commercial type photocopier. We've bought about 15 computers and multimedia. Every classroom in Presentation College does have a multimedia with a whiteboard. So one of the days of blackboards and so. And these are the things that the college can say that they benefited from Prestige. Apart from that, every year we set aside 10% of our proceeds from Prestige to charity. We have social needs, environmental, certain groups, gender-specific groups that we want to help. 10% of our proceeds go to charity. 80% goes to college, then 10% goes back for us to run our business, take care of the effects. Interestingly, this year, the first time we didn't have to borrow money for Prestige. We get to go out and borrow money, shop around money, start the effect. And the first year we didn't have to. So I think when you're right track, next year we expect to go a lot bigger. Hopefully it goes, you will feel, I think the San Fernando community and around, the form people coming from as far as Port of Spain flying in. Yeah, people are flying in time when they can't go shipping. They third Sunday before Carnival because Prestige is now the big fete itself. And we found a lot of people are coming in now and patronizing our event. So we feel that we're going to continue to, our numbers have been growing exponentially over the last 4 years. From our last in the first year, every year we've been doing back about at least 500,000 people. And we expect bigger things next year. Which means more for the college and more for the community through charity. And like Anthony mentioned, one of the big things we're doing apart from our union and the career guidance and the fences, we also have our website up now. And more importantly, we have what we're putting back every year with periodic panel discussions. For the South, we've done race, we've done budget, finance, we've done governance in our country, culture in our country. We've given awards to 5 major groups in the South. So we see ourselves be great. We're no longer part of the Presidential College. We see ourselves as a big brother in the Southern community.
Okay, so where can people access information, particularly of what the Park Students Association is doing, not only for the association or for the school, but for other areas in the southern community?
Yeah. We launched today our revamped Version 2 website, www.presentment.org, by browsers. See the master back there, Alan SAMLALSINGH. I don't want to start calling because there are so many other guys working for it. There's so many guys that contribute. Alan and his team put together a website this morning, which I think meets the standards that 2014. You get all the information there, archived information from the history of the association, all the way up to what's going on in the future. Since they call me, they call a couple other names that could be carried through everything after. We have our newly appointed commission, the technical commission. Joel Edwards is a senior member of this group, Patrick Chin. We have Tony, our PRO, Michael Wambo, Tony, yourself, Michael Thorne has been with us for years. Quentin Dyer is a guy that when we cleaned up Prestige last year, this year, I looked and I saw him, the last thing he walked his car was with a pillow. So why you have pillow in your hand? 60 minutes sleeping every night for the last 5 years. These are the guys are putting in. So I want the other parts to look also and see what we're putting in this college. And give us their time, their money, or their expertise. Thereby, who will build this entire effect. We have a bunch of other guys.
Yeah, we have BISNATH, who lends his expertise in terms of all the logistics and ticketing. We have Imtiaz Ahmad, who, in terms of the a lot of the business savvy that's required when it comes to negotiating with a lot of the bigger service providers. We have Ronnie Ishmael, who lends us a lot of his expertise in terms of media. Russell, who basically is the brainchild of this entire thing. Everything needs to run through Russell, so he coordinates everything. We have Curtis Emmanuel, who helps a lot with HSC. Mark Mungo. It's a big team effort that takes about 9 months worth of planning just for one event. So by the time we wind up from one event, we're already neck deep into the next event.
Well, it sounds as if you're always busy. It sounds like a mass camp that you're running here. Well, That, one of the things that, as I say, I'm really proud to be able to listen and hear. I mean, you come to events and you see, a few people doing so much different things. And I think that we can still, probably, the workforce can still be better, still appeal to more people to join the Past Students Association, and don't only feel that it's the finances that are important and we are asking people to come, but the camaraderie that we are trying to bring with the reunion that you have every year, either May or June. And I still, for some persons that I know for a period of time, I applaud you for your efforts. I thank you for your efforts, because what you all are doing is very important, and it's not too often that you will hear people say that or express that. And really and truly you are doing a very great job for many people, and too many people, and just keep that as your focus. I'm really very thankful for this opportunity, not only for myself and for my small business enterprise, but what South Sea really believes in Presentation College as well, and has done a great deal also to promote what is happening in our southern community. So I appreciate all the information being given, and I hope that we can do justice to this conversation via the media. And I thank you both for this opportunity. Thank you, Mr. SAMLALSINGH, Mr. BISNATH, Michael Thorne, What South Say, Michael Thorne Promotions on Facebook. Have a good evening, and look forward to video 2 sometime in the near future.